Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an empties video and I have not done one of these in forever, and I was actually thinking about maybe switching over my empties to my stories on Instagram and just kind of do a picture of the things that I've used up and kind of write something out. But then I was like, I have so much stuff that would be like really long, and I thought it would just be easier to film a video for you guys. So I have a bunch of empties, stuff that I used up for the month. If you've never seen one of these, I share all my empty products that I've actually used and tell you guys what I think about it, because I feel like some products you can like start to like it and then maybe you don't like it, or you get sick of it, or you hate it and then you start to like it. You know, you can change your opinion on things. So bunch of stuff, so let's get started. Okay, so I always share like a bunch of candles and I'm just gonna quickly share. I went through a bunch of Bath & Body Works ones, the Honey Crisp Apple, which was really nice. I think that's a newer one, and I actually loved the jar. I thought the jar was really cool. I went through 2 Leaves candles. I also went through an Autumn candle, and then I also went through 2 of Walmart candles. They are called Mulled Cider. I love these. I get them every fall. They're just like a really nice mulled cider scent, and I actually like burning this when I am like wanting it to be fall, but it's maybe just like a little too warm outside. So I like pulling out these, and they're so inexpensive. So I always grab those. I also have, I think I have one from Walmart that's called like pumpkin pie. That one smells really good too. But like I said, these are like $5 and they're huge and they last a really, really long time. All right, moving on to a bunch of hair products that are all the same, I think. And I must have shared my conditioner in the last video, but this is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo. And I also have like little conditioners and another little shampoo that I used up. I've been using up like all my little ones. And this is my favorite. It is my favorite of all time. I like cannot live without this shampoo and conditioner. It just feels so good in my hair. The shampoo is what sold me, and that is kind of rare for me. Usually it's the conditioner and like brand or like type of conditioner shampoo like combo. It's usually always the conditioner that impresses me, but actually the shampoo with this is amazing. It is so good. It like actually I feel like I'm clean when I use this. The conditioner is also really, really good. It's not super, super heavy either. So if you have like fine hair, I think you would like it. I have really thick kind of coarse hair, so I actually use a deep conditioner after I use the conditioner, but I absolutely love it still. It is so, so good. Like, I've used it for years and have talked about it on here for quite a while. Speaking of deep conditioner, this is the one that I use, and I used one up. It is the Redken All Soft Heavy Cream, and it is so good. It makes my hair so soft and just like detangles it. It makes it like shiny and beautiful. I don't know. I just love it. I've used it for years. This like combo that I've used, the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner, and this, I've used it for like, I don't even know how many years now, quite a few, and I will not change it up because it just works for my hair. All right, I think that is it for hair products. For skincare, I went through these little makeup towelettes. They're the Burt's Bees ones. They were good. They were great. I actually use them a lot for when I actually put on my makeup for the day. I'll use them to like clean up my hands if I have makeup on my hands, or if I like mess up, I'll like use those. Or I will use them sometimes at night to remove my makeup, but I always go in with a cleanser afterwards. But I usually do a cleansing oil to remove my makeup rather than makeup towelettes. But these are really good, and they're very moist, and they didn't like burn my skin or anything. They're really great. So definitely would get them again, but I have enough makeup wipes. I don't need to repurchase. I went through a huge jumbo size. This was their 20th anniversary limited edition one, but this is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I have raved about this for like, I don't know, probably in every empties. I have an empty bottle of this stuff because it is one of my favorite cleansers of all time. It's this and the Tula Purifying Face Cleanser. Those two are like, will be in my routine till the end of time, or if they stop making them, which I will cry if they do, because it's so good. It's so gentle on your skin. It removes everything off of your skin. Like literally when I use this and my cleansing oil, I can go back in with like a toner or something and nothing else comes off my face. Like everything is completely removed. I went through a Drunk Elephant. This is the TLC Sukari Baby Facial. This is one of the most intense masks ever. Like it is so amazing. It is so amazing. It literally makes your skin feel like a baby. It tingles a little bit. If you have really sensitive skin, I would go very, very light with this and maybe use it once a week. I only use it once a week, probably every 2 weeks. I have sensitive skin, but not super sensitive skin. It does tingle on my skin quite a bit, but I just feel like after I take it off my skin, I feel like it's prepped for like a week or weeks. Like it just feels so good. And if you have like anything, like a blemish or anything on your face, that is gone. It is gone. I love this stuff. I will not be without it. I've already repurchased and started using my other one. It's just so good. It is one of the best like face masks that I have used. Another Drunk Elephant product that actually, surprisingly, I've been wanting to try this so bad, and I started using it and I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't blend with my skin very well. It is called the Proteini Polypeptide Cream. So it is a moisturizer. It is a thicker moisturizer and kind of like that whipped material that I love in moisturizers in general. And for some reason, every time I put this on, it like kind of burned my skin. It like didn't like burn it, but it kind of felt like, ooh, like it didn't feel good on my skin, which is so weird. And I never have like problems with moisturizers, but I don't know. I don't know if it was like too much protein. I don't even know. I don't know. Peptides. I don't know, but it did not work for my skin, and I can't believe it didn't work for my skin because I've heard so many people rave about this, but for me, this was the one Drunk Elephant product that didn't work. A product that I really did like and I used all the way up, this is the Fresh Black Tea. This is their Age Delay Eye Concentrate, and it is a very, very thick eye cream, and I loved this. It immediately sank into my skin. I could like pile this on underneath my eyes and I would not get that like those little bumps or anything. It would not be too much for my skin. It was just so, it just literally my under eyes just like drank it in. I loved it. I only used it at nighttime. I did not use it during the day under makeup because it is quite thick, but I loved this eye cream. I can't believe I started using it not expecting much, but I just absolutely loved it and I would totally repurchase. Right, and then the last skincare product I have is the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic, and so many people have talked about this as being one of the best vitamin C serums on the market. I have to say that it is. Like, it is really good, and I cannot believe how much my skin has changed from it by just one bottle, but I honestly feel that I need more bottles to continue kind of like lightening and brightening my skin. It literally does like lighten your skin up, and I actually feel like since I started using this, I've seen more like kind of dark spots come up and like different things kind of come up because I feel like it's just pulling all the stuff off of my skin. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, maybe it doesn't work that way, but that's how I feel it works, and I loved it. I think it was really, really amazing. Could not recommend it enough, and I would totally repurchase. I know it is very, very expensive, but I found that it actually did work. Okay, next product I went through half of this and I'm actually throwing it away. I saw so many bloggers, every single blogger out there talking about this native deodorant. I got the coconut and vanilla, and I saw it at Target and I was like, let's try it. It made me stinkier. I don't know. I know like you're supposed to have like with natural deodorants, you're supposed to kind of have that like purge stage where you like kind of go through, I don't know, like a detox or something. no, I used this for like months and I didn't experience that. Every time I used it, I stank. Like it made me smell worse, and I'd rather actually just not put deodorant on. And yeah, something that did make me smell good was this Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede perfume. This is one of my favorite perfumes of all time. I've been through, I think, 3 bottles of this, and it's just so feminine. It is a floral, and I'm not super into floral scents, but for me, this was just like, I don't know, it was just very, I don't know, just very pretty smelling. And every time I put it on, people would ask me, what are you wearing? And I would be like this. So I love it. It's absolutely such a beautiful perfume. I am actually using the Jo Malone Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. That's like my favorite fall scent. So after I'm done with that one, I might go back and repurchase. Actually, I think there's a Sephora sale coming up here in November. I'll probably repurchase this one. Okay, the rest is makeup goodies, and I have a beauty blender, which I think this is one of like the fake beauty blenders now that I'm looking at it. I think it's one of those Amazon ones, which the Amazon ones that I've been using, I'll link them down below. I like them, but they just don't last as long as like a beauty blender for me. And they are quite like not as soft, and like, I don't know, just doesn't do the job the same. It's not bad though, and I've still used them, but just not quite a beauty blender. I also went through this, which I guess this could be a skincare product, but I kind of used it more as a makeup primer. I would always use this on before I would put makeup on. It is the Ren Clean Skincare Perfect Canvas, and somebody told me that they were reformulating this, so I hope that's not true, because I really loved this formula. I really loved this product. I think it was really nice to put underneath makeup. It kind of gave like a slightly, I don't want to say tacky, because that doesn't sound like what you would want underneath your skin, like on your skin, but it kind of gave like a little bit of like, kind of just evened everything and gave like a slight tack to where your makeup would like stick to it, and it made my makeup last longer and just look more even. So I don't know, I loved it, and it didn't like break me out or anything, which it's clean skincare you're putting on your skin. So I really loved it, and it lasted me a really long time too. Okay, I went through like a bunch of mascara. I don't know how I went through all of this, but I went through a lot of mascara. I went through my Dior Lash Primer, which is my tried and true faithful. I've went through like too many of these, purchased way too many of these, but it is the best lash primer, and I will not put mascara on my lashes without it. So good. But I also used this one. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. This is a drugstore kind of alternative to the Dior one, and I actually really do like this one. The only problem is it dries out super fast, like super fast, whereas this tube lasts me probably 6 months. Like it does not, it is just, it lasts really long, whereas this kind of lasts me like a couple weeks, and it's totally dried out and just done. So I do like it. I think it's a great alternative to this, but doing the math, the Dior one's actually a more budget-friendly purchase, which sounds crazy, but it is. I also went through a drugstore mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I actually really love this mascara. This is probably one of my favorites from the drugstore. Just gives like really fluttery lashes, and it is also very comparable to this one. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I think they're like supposed to be like dupes to each other, and they definitely are. They're very similar. I would say the only thing with this one is it's a little more wet. That was my problem with it. This is just a little wet and heavy on my lashes, so I couldn't get that like, it gave the fluffy look, but like I kind of had to like dry it out a little bit because it was just heavy and wet. So I'm a fan of a little more drier mascara, whereas this one's a little more dry and kind of like fluffier. So I don't know. I love both, and I think both are really nice, but that is kind of the difference, I would say, for them for me. And then I also went through the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, which I also really like, but I also really think is a wetter mascara. I have realized that My Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara is my mascara. It is like the perfect like formula. I love it. It's my favorite. And every time I try something else, I'm like, oh, I miss my Lancome one. So this one's good. It's not bad, but again, it's just a more wet formula that I rather would have my Lancome one. I am going ahead and tossing these. They are the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, and I actually loved these. Used them all spring and almost summer here, and all of a sudden I started breaking out, and I kind of started freaking out here because I've been breaking out so bad. I don't know if it's hormones. It must be hormones because I don't know what's going on with my skin, but I freaked out and I was like, I'm tossing these because they're old and they do have fragrance in them. So I was like, ooh, they might just be bad. So I'm going to toss them just in case. I don't want to test it again because every time I test it, I would go back to it. I would break out really bad. So I'm just I'm gonna pass it along. I actually did really like the finish of it. It was so pretty. It was a comfort matte, but I thought it was more of like a natural finish and not so like chalky. It blended really nicely into my skin. I really did like it, but not if it breaks me out. I went through a fresh, what is this? Sugar Advanced Therapy. This is one of their like lip balms. This was the one from their like Zodiac collection. I'm a Taurus, so I use the Taurus, but I love their lip balms. They are like some of the best. Don't put them in your purse when it's really hot though. They will melt because they're so like buttery, but I love these. I always keep them by my bed and put them on before I go to bed. But okay, last couple of things here and we are done. I used up a NARS concealer. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I like use this baby up. I'm in the shade Vanilla, or light 2 Vanilla, and I loved this concealer. This concealer, one, lasted me a very long time, and two, I just loved the finish of it. It was just so beautiful. It gave amazing coverage. It just laid underneath my under eye area so nicely. Did not crease on me. I loved it. I loved this concealer. It is one of my favorite concealers. I do love the Tarte Shape Tape, but I really like this one too. I think it's just as good, maybe better. I don't know. I just really loved it. And for me, the vanilla shade is like the perfect under eye shade. So loved this. All right, and then the last two things I have are from Hourglass. This is like one of those like deluxe samples or like travel size, like when you walk down Sephora aisle and before you check out, you know, they have all the like stuff there and you get sucked in and you buy random stuff. I bought this little powder because I really wanted to try it and I didn't want to buy like a huge thing of powder because I have enough powder that I need to go through, but I did want to try it. It is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and there's like a little bit in there, but I can't get it out. I can't, there's like just like a tad bit in there, probably like one, maybe two uses, and I can't get it out. So I was like, whatever, it's done. But I loved this powder. I used it to set my under eye area, and I found that it really did a great job in setting the area and just kind of like making it not crease, making it last all day, and it didn't like cake up or like crease or do weird things under my eyes. So I really loved it. I never really used it on my entire face. I just used it on my under eye area and I loved it. I thought it was really nice. It's very, very finely milled. So if you're looking for a good powder, this one's great. But I also didn't find it like groundbreaking, like, oh my god, this is like the best powder ever, but it was a good powder. And then I also used up, I'm so sad, this is another repurchase that I need to like get on ASAP, is my Hourglass bronzer. This is the Luminous Bronze Light, and I always tend to use this in the summertime because it's quite dark on my skin. It gets very, very intense. You can use a light hand and use it. For me, I can use it like in the winter a little bit, but usually I just use this in the summertime, and so beautiful. It just gives you a bronzy glow, and every time I went back to this bronzer, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. And now I'm done, so now I need to repurchase it. So it's on my list. Okay, guys, so that is it for my empties. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.